So it started out before I joined, I was an advisor, and then I joined full time. But when I was an advisor, it was really one guy in a deck and some advisors, right? And then it became two guys in a deck. And the first thing we had to do was raise capital to then hire a development team and build. And I'm very proud of, well, I'm proud of two things. I'm proud of that in with Jim and I, we have some friends and family that invested, some of whom I joke with, they don't understand what we do. So maybe they'll listen to this podcast and understand. But that was just faith. But that was a small part of the funding we got, right? It wasn't friends and family. It was people that we didn't know who are in the industry that got it. They see the problem, they understand the problem. They look at our backgrounds, and I have to say Jim's background more than mine because he's built companies before successfully. And they got it. They're like, this needs to happen. Now's the time, and these are the guys to do it. And so I'm proud of that, that many of the people that were early investors in the company and also early clients, when it went from two guys to a deck, two guys and zero assets an unproven technology. I guess we went from two guys on a deck to two guys and unproven technology. And now we're getting to the part in the journey where we have proven technology, right? So now we're at the point where it's scary because we've got to prove it now, right? It's not a dream or it's a vision. It's something that's like happening, right? It's happening now. And so the objections, I think, when we talk about capital providers, right, people are going to provide equity in our business to help us grow versus clients, those two different kinds of institutions, right? So on the capital providers, I think the thing is that traditional VCs don't understand the asset management part, or they're not interested in the asset management part of their business. They're interested in us as a technology platform, right? So that's a different kind of message. Is this is a technology business that is going to be monetized eventually as a technology business. We're not doing this to be, long term asset gatherers, but in the short term, that's how we're making money. So there's that part of it. So I think on the part of like the objections we get, it's getting beyond the we don't invest in asset managers discussion. So that's on the institutional venture side of things, right? That's one discussion. On the people that are going to allocate to our strategy, um, the challenge is what we do is so execution based, right? It's and so you can't do what's typically done as a back test or paper trading. Like sometimes people expect, oh, maybe you ran this with your own money for years, before you went out to the marketplace and looked to get allocations. We couldn't do that. We needed to be all at once. We need to be SEC registered to be a big boy on these ATSs. So we need, and you can't backtest, you can't paper trade real like alpha creation using transactions, real market making. The only way to do it is to do it. So so I think it was hard for you to understand that this is not something that we can have a small account to get going or a seed account or paper trade. We had to be quickly because the exchanges, these ATSs, they're treating us like a big boy. Partly because two of the ones we work with, Jim has already sold businesses to. So we have this good fortune of a great relationship with these firms. Um, and even though we're small and new. So anyway, so now we're in this world of we've got, like I said, we just have a little bit of March. We have a great April. We have a great May that we're in the middle of. And that's going to be the data to prove to people that it's working. And it is working.